My beautiful Taurus, how are you doing, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot horoscope reading for August, what is it, 30th? August 30th to September 5th, Taurus. Wow, isn't this year flying by? But if you enjoy this tarot reading today and you find some cards that resonate with you, let me know in the comments below which cards resonate with you, Taurus, because that's how I keep up with y'all. If you enjoy this tarot reading today, darling, or you just enjoy my vibe, I'd really appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe to Cameo, because it does help me out a lot, Taurus, and I always appreciate it when you do. Remember though, darling, I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the cards that resonate, leave what doesn't, Taurus, because I'm not going to be offended by it whatsoever. I believe tarot cards are just here to give you some perspective, food for thought for the day, never making the choices in your life. So, all that being said, Taurus, you want to just get into your weekly reading today? Let's jump into this, darling. I can't believe we're already in September, Taurus. My gosh, it's such a crazy time. But let's just get into what's going on for you currently, Taurus. Let's see where the energies are going, darling, and all of that. Let's just check into Taurus energy. I'm going to pull 3 cards like I usually do. We have firstly the King of Water, King of Cups in normal tarot. This card talks about, Taurus, opening your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy relationships, baby, and heartfelt advice, charity work, right? Then we have the Nine of Fire, Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior, darling. This card says, don't give up, protect that which you've created, and have courage and believe in yourself. I believe everyone needs to listen to the message of the Nine of Wands, personally. And then last card, Taurus, we have the Seven of Cups, Seven of Water coming in here. Complex decision, the need to do more research, and to stop procrastinating. All right, Taurus. So I see you guys in this place of really trying to keep your head above water, which I really enjoy this energy. I find this to be really admirable. I almost called you Aries for some reason, Taurus. Really admirable for you guys to be pushing through like this. I see you guys going through a little bit of something, though, just because of this Nine of Wands and this Seven of Cups coming in here. Taurus, this leads me to believe that, you know, you're kind of left at this, it's not really a crossroads, right? But I do believe that you're left with this position, Taurus, of like, you're trying so hard to be like the mature person in a situation, Taurus. You're really trying to keep a level head and just be like, all right, what is this here to teach me? What is this, like, what can I learn from this? What can I do to work on this, right? You're asking all these questions. And I feel as if this is more so of a sign, Taurus, asking you to, you know, when in doubt, darling, just go with your gut feeling. You know, with this Nine of Wands, this is usually a card that kind of steps forward when Spirit wants you to know that if you are experiencing any type of gaslighting energy, or just an energy where sometimes, Taurus, maybe this is just me, honey, but I've always, not always, but there's sometimes I'm just like, well, am I just being crazy right now? You know, there's like that saying, Taurus, where it's just like, you don't, like, crazy people don't think they're crazy, right? So I feel like this is kind of your sense of being like, you're not crazy, Taurus, right? You are doing your best. Don't be too hard on yourself, I want to say. Don't be too hard on yourself for how you're doing this, handling this situation, because I really do find it admirable. And Taurus, I don't just say that all the time to my Zodiac signs, right? I always am trying, I feel as if I'm always chastising you guys or like really trying to like tenderly guide you. But you guys, Taurus, you guys have it handled. So let's take a look into the Seven of Water. That's what I'm most interested in currently. That's what's catching my eye, because the Seven of Water, the Seven of Cups talks about, you know, this complex decision. There's, you know, this lets you know that there's plenty of nuances to your situation where there's not just seemingly like the one choice, right? So let's get into this. Page of Cups coming in here with the World card, as well as the Queen of Pentacles stepping forward to you, Taurus. So this situation here, I feel as if, I'm going to speak in terms of a person first, because this Queen of Pentacles comes in with this Page of Cups in the sense of, you know, a new person coming into your life, and this World card. New person coming into your life, or this opportunity with a current situation, a current objective, Taurus, of where you're just like, I would even actually try to say, whatever your objective is, Taurus, you're at this point where you're just like, You're trying to gather as much of the King of Cups energy as you possibly can, handling this from a mature place. And you're really at this place of being like, all right, do I walk away from this situation, or do I continue trying to go at this, trying to accomplish this objective, whatever that objective is for you, Taurus, right? I really want you to be looking at the Queen of Pentacles, though, because the Queen of Pentacles is a very self-sufficient card. She takes care of herself, Taurus. She tends to herself. She's at peace with herself because she's not afraid of being alone. She's honestly the kind of person, Taurus, that like goes out into the forest for a weekend and doesn't check in with anybody, doesn't let anybody know, because she just does what she wants to do first and foremost, because that's her business. So I just want to say, without me projecting my own opinion on this naturally, Taurus, because I understand everyone's situation is so different, and who am I to tell you how to handle your situation, darling? But I am just noticing this repetitive message with this Nine of Fire as well, and this Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, that there's this constant reassurance of where you're just like, no, Taurus, do you, baby, do you, and let the outliers figure themselves out. How they handle themselves is none of your business, right? So let's see what you're standing strong in about, Taurus. With this Nine of Fire, this Nine of Wands, you're being a wounded warrior about something, right? And when I say wounded warrior, it's like you're having to stand strong in like your own conviction and be like, no, this is for me, right? Whatever for me is for you. So let's get some clarifiers on this. Move these out of the way. Let's see into this Nine of Fire. Four of Pentacles stepping forward, the Emperor card, Taurus, as well as the King of Cups coming in again. So you really are, Taurus, trying so hard at like being the adult, being the mature one in this situation. Whatever this objective is, this is really I don't know why I cannot speak right now, Taurus. This is really requiring a lot out of you. And so I really want to, again, celebrate you, because your struggle is not going, is not being overlooked, Taurus. I really, even in these cards, I acknowledge just how much you're striving to be the bigger person, right? Four of Pentacles here. I do feel as if this is giving me a sense of, you know, for some, this is gonna be a side story for some Tauruses, but it's almost as if you've been waiting to like invest your pentacles, right? Four of Pentacles is my investment card. The pentacles representing like your energy. And the Four of Pentacles, I just now realized there's not a single pentacle in this Pentacles card. In this deck. It's gorgeous artwork, don't get me wrong, Taurus, but there's no pentacles. And I'm just like, girl, what? Say it ain't so. Anyways, I got, nah, has no meaning. But with the Four of Pentacles, this is my card of investments of your energy. And so I feel as if for some of you Tauruses, you kind of been just sitting back and you're just been waiting. You're just like, you know, you're waiting for a sign to be like, all right, it's okay for me to invest my energy into this person, into this situation, into this objective. You know, I feel as if for some of you Tauruses, you've been trying to really give something multiple chances. And did I call this the Knight of Cups, by the way? I feel as if I didn't. But I feel as if, Taurus, you kind of been waiting for a message that just isn't going to come, right? This Knight of Cups is coming in where it's just, I don't feel like this is coming. I don't feel as if whatever chance that you guys been holding out on, you know, maybe you're just like, oh, this person might change. They might have a change of heart. The situation might clear up. You know, things might get back to how they used to be. Six of Cups energy that's popping up in my head. It's not. The Emperor card is, again, this card of like you taking charge, you being proactive, and you kind of just being like, Taurus, you know, you're just like, I'm gonna do this. You can follow me and continue on in this path with me, or you can stay over here, right? Regardless, you're keeping it moving. And I feel like that's the energy you really want to focus in on, Taurus, when it comes to this. But yeah, you guys are really at this point, Taurus, really digging deep within to really just be mature about this. It feels like for some of you Tauruses, I'm not going to say that you guys are not wanting to let go of the situation. Well, I do feel as if there's a level where you're clinging on to hope. It's not as if you are like, you're just like, oh my God, what do I do without this, Taurus? But you're just like, man, I really want this to work with this person, but they're making it really hard, right? And this is kind of your sign, Taurus, to just be like, girl, Bye. Taurus deserves so much better. You deserve so much better, Taurus, so don't ever forget that. So let's actually, Taurus, get into some good things for you. What good things are in the works for y'all this week? These cards already just came out. Page of Fire, Page of Wands stepping forward to you. News of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. We have Seven of Earth, Seven of Pentacles, seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, unnecessary worry, Taurus. And then, darling, for your final card, Eight of Fire, Eight of Wands. Events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. So I do feel as if for you, Taurus, really the good things are in the works for you. It's almost as if your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever you subscribe to, is really paving the path for something completely new for you, right? And I feel as if for some of you Tauruses, it's not necessarily moving on from a situation itself, Taurus. It's almost as if you're wondering, be like, all right, well, what's next for me? If I leave this job, if I leave this relationship, well, what does that leave me in the end, right? You want to make sure that you don't end up with the short end of the stick, right? But with this Eight of Fire and this Page of Fire coming in, the Eight of Fire talks about fast movement, right? The Eight of Fire talks about fast movement. The Page of Fire is like, again, opportunity presenting itself to you. So I do feel as if the message coming in for you, Taurus, is where it's just like, girl, don't worry, we got your back, darling. We have it settled. Don't worry about the logistics of things right now. Easier said than done, of course, right? But they have your back. So I acknowledge, again, Taurus, for some of you, it may not relieve too much anxiety for you guys, right? Too much stress off you guys, because again, just man reading some tarot cards to you on a table and just seeing some cards. I don't get the nuances of your life, but I really do see a lot of fabulous things, like just really a new beginning stepping forward for you, Taurus. All right, now, darlings, let's get into your spirit guide messages. I already have one card flying out. So Taurus, we have the Six of Air, Six of Swords stepping forward to you. This is the card of moving on. Spoiler alert, Taurus. This card says things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, and taking a trip. So, darling, can we just acknowledge, Taurus? Do I need to really go into my spiel about what, how this compares to what I was just telling y'all? We have the Five of Water, Five of Cups, things not turning out the way that you'd hope, not seeing the positive in a situation, and crying over spilled milk. And then your last card, Taurus, is the Five of Pentacles, Five of Earth. I'm noticing we haven't gotten a single major archangel stepping forward. So fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. So really, Taurus, I feel like this kind of just hones in more so on the same message that I just pulled. So I guess this is more so for my Tauruses that weren't really receiving the message, or I didn't hit deeply yet. For you guys, Taurus, again, the Five of Pentacles is a card of anxiety, fears surrounding money, as the card says, fears surrounding, just the logistics, as we'll say. Five of Water, this is just a situation of, I don't know if I necessarily agree with this card for you, Taurus, because with that King of Cups from before, I acknowledge you guys being extremely immature. So maybe this is just coming in for a very specific Taurus that continues holding out their Four of Pentacles, really just clinging on to the hope that someone changes, that a situation changes for them, right? So I'm not going to really get too much into this. Honestly, that's kind of the first time I've ever looked at my deck, looked at my cards, and like, I don't agree with this, especially for this deck, because this is the oldest deck that I have, over 10 years old. And then Six of Swords. This is a card of just moving on, right? So this is quite literally just another affirming message where it's like, Taurus, things are not going to change. They're not going to change. Keep it moving, darling, because what, your spirit guides, your ancestors literally have like a surprise party planned for you. You just have to stop being stuck clinging onto this thing and just, keep it moving, because you're never going to see that surprise party set up for you unless you move. Right now, finally, Taurus, we're going to be getting into how people are perceiving you right now. Today, Taurus, we're going to see how people are perceiving you. I'm going to talk about the attributes that I get from the individual, and it's up to you to see how this correlates in your life, right? I'm going to speak about the attributes. If it doesn't resonate with you, though, that's fine, right? It's not meant for everybody. It's meant to reach certain people, so don't take it to heart. Don't try to make it work if it don't work, darling. This is going to pertain to either soulmates, twin flames, all those adjectives, darling, friendships, work relationships, relationship, family. Girl, you know the deal. So let's get into this. We have here the King of Air, or the King of Swords. Speak your mind with confidence, seeking out professional advice, balancing mental and emotional considerations. And then I talk about no archangel stepping forward. The Magician card, number 1. You are ready. You have the resources to manifest and the ability to manifest. Life is magical. And then for your third card, Archangel Michael, the Emperor, again for you. Excuse me. Organization and logic and structure and discipline and leadership. Now, Taurus, I'm actually going to ask you guys to connect to Michael if you are open to it. I'm not going to point out with Raziel because especially in these types of spreads, I'm just usually like, that's not really like a personal calling. But because we have this Emperor card repeatedly stepping forward for you, I do feel as if some of you Tauruses would really benefit to Archangel Michael's messages. So take that as you will. Don't feel like you have to, darling, right? So in this person, the vibe that I'm getting from this situation, from this individual, this is very much so someone that's extroverted, someone very much so, when they enter, like, it's almost like you hear them before you see them even. This is very much so very go-getter energy. You don't talk about making plans with this person because they're going to be like, all right, bet, let's go. I get a lot of, like, the thing I get with this is like, it's almost like very controlling energy as well, where it's like they want to be handling the plans. They only kind of, it's not as if they don't respect other insights, but they they value theirs more than anybody else's. And I don't feel like they really listen necessarily. I don't feel as if they see another person's perspective necessarily, or if they do, it takes a lot of effort for them to get to see it. They don't really think about how their actions affect other people. Taurus. So what are their intentions though? Let's see their intentions. Let's see here. What are their, girl? These cards, 4 of Cups coming in here, 8 of Cups, and then the King of Swords coming in twice. I'm not going to get into zodiac signs just because, again, with these types of things, it could literally be any sign. And we all have received those tarot readings where they're just like, could be a water sign, also could be a fire. Ooh, earth as well. Girl. And third tensions towards you, Taurus, I feel as if, this may be resonating for Tauruses that were resonating with the general portion of where they have to walk away from something. I do feel as if there's a situation you're having to walk away from, this is like one of those things, if you don't block the number, they're going to keep reaching out to you, Taurus, sort of thing. And I do get this sense here. This is very much so like talking about a problem, I feel. It feels as if there's like you have a problem with an individual and they're kind of trying to act as if it didn't happen, right? As if there's not a problem. And so I don't know, it's interesting, especially with the Justice card coming in, a lot of air energy here. I do feel as if, Taurus, this is like a situation that they're gonna, like, it's almost as if the moment you stop having, like, allowing access to you from them, like, as when you stop allowing them to have access to you, that's when they're gonna come crawling back. That's when they're gonna try to re-engage in all this, right? So I'm not gonna tell you what to do, Taurus, because again, it's your life to live, free will, darling, right? And I don't know the situation. There's so many nuances when it involves more than one person, even just one person, Taurus. So take that as you will. I really don't get anything malintent behind this energy at all. I just get really self-involved and someone that just, I don't think they look down on people. I think they just have a very high self-worth, darling, right? I feel like we all know that person. So, Taurus, that's the weekly reading that I have for you today, darling. I hope you found some cards that resonated. Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe. And Taurus, I do private personal readings. If you'd like to book a reading with me, my website is linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. Next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. I guess that's all of them. And yeah, hopefully I can connect with you sometime in the near future, Taurus. But until next time, I love you so much, darling.